Sa free space.
No.
And now for our feature presentation.
Everyone, welcome to our second game of Jeopardy Deluxe Edition for the Super Nintendo, in which at this point I have $15,800 after only one game. I would certainly like to add on to that total, and I'm being joined by one person only, and that's Ready Unknown Fox. How you doing? Oh, me too. You ready to have some fun? Oh, me too. That's what we're all about at The Breeze. We're all about fun. Taking on Jim and Liz as we start the Jeopardy round.
Here are the categories.
Our 6 categories are going to be presidential trivia, as well as potpourri, 10-letter words, ooh, a biggie, and we have musical theater, gee whiz with the letter G in quotation marks, and finally, the Old West. Okay. Pretty decent categories. Let's get going. Presidential trivia for 100.
The answer is...
In late 1988, this First Lady said of her husband, I don't think his staff served him well. Who was Barbara Bush? Or maybe it could be Nancy Reagan. No, let's say Bush. Oh, it's Nancy Reagan. Darn. It's okay. It's a little bit early, so I'm not going to worry about it. Well, Liz decides she wants to try it. Will she get it right? Nancy Reagan. Yeah, it was Nancy Reagan. I should have said her, but I didn't. So let's move on.
Still playing a game, though.
Yeah. 10-letter word, 100. Metric unit of length equal to 0.3937 inches. What is a millimeter? No, that's wrong too. Oh boy. Not a
centimeter.
Could be centimeter. That's what I'm starting to think it is. And you were right. It's a centimeter. That's okay. Move on. Musical theater, 100.
The answer is...
See how this category goes. Yes, Toto. In 1903, this was a Broadway musical, complete with Cyclone. What is The Wizard of Oz? Finally, a clue that I'm going to get right. Musical theater for 200.
The answer is...
There. The fiddler on the roof is fiddling on a roof in this country. What is the United States? No. Not off to a good start this game. See if Jim knows this any better than I do. Oh, Russia. Russia. Okay. Gee whiz, 100. Oh, daily double.
Daily double.
He can risk up to 500, and I know that's what he's going to do. Here's the clue. It can be a type of engineless aircraft or a porch swing, and it's a glider. He got it. Alright. 10-letter words for 200.
The answer is
Madam, I'm Adam is an example of one. What is a palindrome? I'll have 10-letter words for 300.
the answer is
In a fixed position, unmoving, like some weather fronts. And we hear from Liz. Stationary. Yep, she got it. Alright, potpourri 100.
the answer is
One could be toy, springer, or cocker. What is a spaniel? And this will get me out of the hole. There we go. Potpourri for 200.
the answer is
Facts on File calls this odd-shaped single-cell organism the best known of the protozoa. What is the prokaryote? No. Back in the hole. And I know you, the viewers, are wondering how I got almost $16,000 in my last game. And well, Liz doesn't know.
So she fails
Yep.
miserably.
And Liz, for that very reason,
You lose. You lose.
does Jim know it? Nope.
You lose.
So everybody missed out on that one.
What was the answer?
The amoeba. Alright, potpourri for 300.
the answer is
Okay. Nestle introduced top-selling rice-filled candy bar to the U.S. in 1937. What is the Nestle Crunch Bar? That is correct. Now I'm out of the hole and I've got a little bit of some money. Potpourri 400.
the answer is
Thanksgiving falls on the day of the week named for this Norse god. Who is Thor? Jay, did you cut one?
No,
Oh, I thought you did. Sorry.
I didn't.
Okay. There we go. Tied with Jim for the lead now. 10-letter words for 500, please.
the answer is
Name of the ceremony in which one is made a knight. It's investiture. The Old West, 100.
the answer is
Answer there. His Indian name was Tashunka Uto, which can be translated as his mount is insane. Who is a crazy horse? Yes. I'll have the Old West for 200.
the answer is
This outlaw's sister said he left South America and returned to Washington State, dying in 1937. And Jim does not know.
You lose. For that very reason, you lose.
Okay. Liz is not going to try it, neither am I. Butch Cassidy. It's Butch Cassidy. Alright, I get to go again, though. I'll take the Old West for 300.
The answer is.
Answer there. Some say this Kentucky-born judge's original name was Boone, and that he and Daniel were relatives. Who was Roy Bean? Judge Roy Bean? Yeah. I'm in the lead now. The Old West for 400.
The answer is.
To help others reach the Promised Land, this church set up a perpetual immigration fund in 1849. What is the Mormon church? Or who are the Mormons? That is correct. The Old West for 500, please.
The answer is.
Legend says this bandit queen married one of her outlaw husbands on horseback. Belle Starr. Musical theater 300.
The answer is.
Country that's the setting of The King and I. What is Siam or Thailand? I'll just put Siam though, because that's what it was called in the play. Yep, but today it's known as Thailand. Let's go with musical theater 400.
The answer is.
The title song of Stephen Sondheim's flop 1964 musical averred, anyone can do this. What is dance? No. So I lose a little bit of some money there. Does Liz know this? She doesn't know. Does Jim know this one? Whistle. Anyone can whistle. So now he's tied with me for the lead. Musical theater for 500.
The answer is.
Answer there. This 1966 musical based on Jean de Hartog's The Four Poster requires only 2 performers and a bed. Liz. I do. That is correct. Hey Liz, you do what? Gee whiz.
The answer is.
Yep. Gee whiz 200. In Enid Bagnall's most famous novel, Velvet won this race. What is the Grand National? Correct. I'll have G Whiz for 300, please.
The answer is.
If you were born in January, you may know this is the only birthstone that fits this category. What is a garnet? Where are your manners?
Yeah, your toilet in your sewer.
Oh, why me? G Whiz 400.
The answer is.
Shakespeare's father made these accessories for a living. What are gloves? Right again. Starts G Whiz rather for 500.
The answer is.
Besides being goddesses, Aglaia, Euphrosyne, and Thalia are these. Let's see if Liz knows this one. Graces, correct. $10 words 400.
The answer is.
A 10-letter body part you can file, buff, and paint. What is a fingernail? Got it. Let's have a Gee Whiz for, no, 10-letter words, excuse me, for 500, please.
The answer is
Roots of this plant, deadly nightshade, are made into medicine to treat asthma and colic. What is belladonna? Right again. Could I have presidential trivia for 2?
the answer is
The Kennedy clan often played touch football at the family compound in this Cape Cod town. What is, Boston? No. Of course. Does Jim know this one? Oh, Hyannisport. Hyannisport. $300.
the answer is
Depression-era president who received 89 honorary degrees, more than any other president. Who is Franklin Delano Roosevelt? No! Oh, Herbert Hoover, of course. Okay, let's keep it going. 400.
the answer is
When he wanted to enlarge the Supreme Court, his opponents called it packing the court. It was Franklin. Now is the time for Franklin Roosevelt. Now the last clue.
the answer is
He was the second president from Ohio to be assassinated. Who was James Polk? No, so I'm going to finish with $2,000. William McKinley. So at the end of the Jeopardy round, Jim has 2,300. I have 2,000. Liz 1,600, so she'll go first.
Here are the categories.
Categories are kid stuff, archaeology, famous women, electricity, transportation, and finally, mythology. Alright, transportation 200.
the answer is
Draft animals include the Clydesdale horse, the elephant, the Indian elephant, and this Siberian dog. What is a husky? So that's right, that'll take me up to 2,200, and I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and take a brief break so that way I can transfer the video real fast, and we'll finish up this game right after this. Okay, let's continue on. I'll take transportation for 400.
the answer is
Meaning tied wood, this boat first consisted of a platform lashed across 2 canoes or logs. What is a... I think it's a catamaran. Or a raft. I'm going to change my mind and say, what is a raft? No. Lose some money along the way. I should have gone with catamaran, because that was right. Darn. Oh well. Famous women for 200.
The answer is.
In the 1930s, Maureen Connolly and Alfie Gibson dominated the women's division of this sport. What is golf? No! And Liz doesn't know.
You lose. You lose.
Tennis, yep. Alright, famous women for 400.
The answer is.
In 1966, his future Dutch queen created a furor by marrying a German veteran of World War II. Liz. Queen Beatrix, yep. Electricity for 200.
The answer is.
His experiments on electricity led him to invent the lightning rod. Who is Benjamin Franklin? Alright, I'll have electricity for 400.
The answer is.
World Book defines it as electrons or ions that are not moving. What is static electricity? Yes. Let's have the $600 clue, please. Electricity.
The answer is.
Wrap a wire around an iron bar, send a current through the wire, and you've made one of these. Wrap a wire around an iron bar, send a current through the wire, and you've made one of these. What is a... What is a battery? No.
You lose.
Yep. Oh, well, Liz doesn't know.
You lose.
She's tied with me for second place. It's a magnet. Oh, okay.
You lose.
Yep. Archaeology for 200.
The answer is.
Volcanic debris and ash up to 23 feet helped preserve this city, first refound in the 16th century. What is Pompeii? That's correct. I'll have archaeology for 400.
The answer is.
In examining mummies, archaeologists found that many Egyptians had this joint disease. What is arthritis? Yes. Archaeology for 600.
The answer is.
Using dendrochronology, an archaeologist can date objects made of wood by studying these. What are rings? Archaeology for 800.
The answer is.
An old human skull and the jawbone of a modern orangutan were used to create this hoax of a man. What is a Neanderthal man? Or who is Neanderthal? No! Down to $2,000. See if Liz knows this. Nope. Does Jim know this one? Piltdown Man, he got it. Transportation for 600.
The answer is
The name of this long, rudderless sled comes from the Micmac Indians of Canada. What is a toboggan? There we go. Transportation for 800.
the answer is
It's someone who takes a leisurely walk, or the type of baby carriage he might be pushing. What is a stroller? Correct. Transportation for 1,000.
the answer is
A single track system on which one or more train cars may travel. What is a monorail? And this will put me in the lead. There we go, I'm in the lead now. I'll have archaeology for 1,000.
the answer is
It was written in 196 BC in hieroglyphics, Demotic, Egyptian, and Greek. What is the Rosetta Stone? There we go. 5,400 now. I'll have electricity for 800.
the answer is
George Westinghouse promoted the use of this type of current that we use today. What is AC? Yes. Electricity for 1,000. Daily double. Now I'm in the lead. I was struggling in the beginning, but now I'm leading with 6,200. How much do I want to put at risk? 1,800. This will give me $8,000 if I answer correctly. Here's the clue. Galvani thought this dead animal released electricity when touched to metal and its legs kicked. What is a frog? Yes! So we'll go up to $8,000. Famous women for 600.
the answer is
This famous nurse was born in 1820 in an Italian city, hence her first name. Who's Florence Nightingale? Yes. Famous women for 800.
the answer is
She was a missionary in China before becoming a flamboyant evangelist of the Roaring Twenties. Does Liz know this any better than I do? Amy Semple McPherson. Mythology 200.
the answer is
At the end of their story, Psyche and this cute Roman love god lived happily ever after. Who is Cupid? I'll have mythology for 400.
the answer is
In his infancy, this symbol of strength strangled two serpents sent by Hera. Who is Hercules? Hercules! Hercules! 9,200. Mythology for 6.
the answer is
This Sophocles heroine was walled up in a cave as punishment for burying her brother's body. Does Jim know this one? Antigone. Yep. Mythology for 800.
The answer is
Answer there. Menelaus, husband of Helen of Troy, was the king of this Greek city-state. What is Athens? No. Let's see if Liz knows this one. Sparta, my second guess. But Liz got it right. She's at 2,400. She makes the next selection as we continue. Famous women for 1,000.
the answer is
Okay. In 1976, marine biologist Dixie Lee Ray was elected governor of this state. Does Liz know this one? Washington. Mythology for 1,000. So we know where the other daily double is. Castor and Pollux were mothered by Leda and fathered by Jupiter, disguised as this bird. What is a dove? No. And Liz doesn't know.
You lose.
Does Jim know this one? It's a swan. Okay. He's starting to catch up to me. We have the kid stuff category left. Let's go ahead and take a look at the $200 clue. Oh, the other daily double. I don't know how much he's going to wager, but let's find out later on. Let's see the clue first. According to the nursery rhyme, Ding Dong Dell, pussy's in this, the well. Jim got it right. He wagered 3,500, so he's at 9,000 and has the lead. 400.
the answer is
Fee Fi Fo Fum, he smelled the blood of an Englishman. Who is the giant?
Yes.
600.
the answer is
Several men tried to wake her, but they got caught in all those thorns and died a miserable death. Who is Sleeping Beauty? $800.
the answer is
In Hans Christian Andersen's story, this icy monarch has a frozen lake inside her castle. Who is the Snow Queen?
Speaking of which, I still need to see Frozen.
Yes, it's a good movie. Now the last clue.
the answer is
Okay. When Alice met this large blue animal, he was sitting on a mushroom smoking a hookah. Who is the caterpillar? And this will put me in the five.
Who are you?
And this will put me in the five figures at $10,200. Jim has 9,000 and Liz 2,400. So it's not a runaway game yet. So we'll see what happens. Category is cartoons. I'm going to go 7,801. So that'll put me at 18,001 if I answer correctly. Here's the clue.
Here we go.
1945's The Friendly Ghost marks the first in the long series of cartoons featuring him. Who is Casper? So that'll get me $18,001 for this game. Alex Trebek.
The final Jeopardy answer is
Was it Casper? Yep, it is Casper. Did Liz come up with Casper? She did. So she'll go up to 3,800. Did Jim come up with Casper? Yes. He goes up to $16,000. I came up with Casper. So I go to $18,001 and I get to keep my run going with $33,801. And we will see y'all for our third game in our next video coming soon.